Hey FlossTube, it's Julie SylverStitches. It is Monday, January 27th, 2020. I'm here from Carleton Place, Ontario, in my little corner of the world, talking about cross stitch. So here we go. So the whip go wheel was spun this morning, so I have my next two projects right in front of me so that I can show them to you after. This progress for this week wasn't as much as I wanted it to be, even though I did try and do the 24 hours. I think I got maybe to like hour 12. Anyway, life was busy this weekend. Kinda, not kinda. Half and half. So overall, I wanted to get to 1,000 stitches this week. I haven't stitched yet today, and it's already 4:30, something like that. But sorry, 4:30. So I plan to stitch after this is being uploaded. I plan on working on my one and only from the book, because today is Whip Go day number 1. So it's project number 12. And that project number 12 is my this. It's my this. It's my stocking. I got a lot of progress on it done this weekend because I did a rotation of how... Now I just have to find it. Nope. Oh, good grief. I am drinking my ice cap out of my mugs that we got for our wedding. And always, always, always with the straw. You cannot have it without the straw. Apparently my box is my works of the week box. This box. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so close to the camera. When I started filming, like when I pressed record, it went zoom. I don't know how to fix it. Whatever. There it is. So the stocking. I can't tell you the amount of stitches. All I will tell you is that I wanted to stitch on it today, and it hasn't happened yet. So, between the 3 hours that I got dedicated over the weekend, plus the stitch time from last week, I'm on to the second ornament, I should say. Sorry, we're just gonna do there we are. So, last week when I left you, I think I had only finished the this ornament, this. Now I filled in all of this. This is not counted right. I don't know where I went wrong. Doesn't matter. It's my piece. It's not going anywhere else. I got this all finished, and then I also got this all stitched in. So I did most of that over the weekend on the 24 hours of cross-stitch challenge, I guess. I still don't know what the daily 30 is. I tried to look it up on Instagram. Plus, I tried to look it up on the Facebook world. I still can't find it. Regardless, whatever. Doesn't matter. I still feel like it's one piece every day for 30 minutes, but that's just my theory. I think I kind of want to start that, but we'll see how the rest of this week goes. Life is busy. Alright. But I will get all that information to you after, because life over the last week has been, oh boy. Anyway, so I'm just going to start pulling things out because they're in the box. They're not in order anymore. I'm just going to go for it. I did try and... Technically, I stitched on this, so I am pulling it out. I put in, I think... Well, let me count. Hold on. So, I tried to do a stitch with me at a different angle just to see what it was going to look like. I think I have my new setup for Saturday. So, I stitched on Lizzie Kate's Be Who You Are. It says, Be Who You Are. Say what you feel. Because, see, I'm trying to read it backwards. I can't do it. Be who you are. Say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Anyway. Is that Is it, okay, so this is really long. I've already pre-cut the fabric, and so I think it's going to work out okay, but I did this little O, not little, I finished the word who over here, so I did the O. Why can't I do this today? I did the O, so this is what it looks like so far, and I think it's going to be that long, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I did that O on who, and there we go. So that is an extra, I've already calculated it into my things, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18. 18 stitches. I am getting better at counting. Random numbers. Okay. An extra 18 stitches to my stitch count. I think I only put 12. Yeah. So I'm going to have to stitch less than that number tonight to make it to 1,000 stitches today. But we'll see how that goes. I don't plan on doing anything else except for watching Floss Tube, and I'm home for the day now. But I will get back to that after we talk all Floss Tube stuff, cross-stitch stuff. Because I think it's important to say what's on my mind, because there's a lot there right now. Anyway, health-wise, of course. Alright, so I have this book. In this book was a new start. I think it's this one. Yeah, I started it yesterday. So here we go. My handy dandy Ziploc bag. It's called Friendship Sampler. I did post it yesterday on Instagram and Facebook on the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch site. So it's relatively, for me, a pretty good start. I think I got in I guess it would have been that last number. It would have been like 184 stitches, maybe? Is that maybe? Anyway, I'll zoom in a little bit closer in a second. I just gotta figure out how to manipulate it. Alright, so I started with the border up here because I wanted to start in the middle just in case. I didn't have enough. I do have enough space. I counted it out. It's not the full 3 inches on this way, lengthwise. So that's why I started it in the middle. I love that A. I'm going to absolutely love the font in this. I haven't even shown you the pattern yet. Whatever. I love that A. That A was really fun to stitch. I started with the I and then moved my way over so that I had enough things. It's called Friendship Sampler. I can't tell you, of course, who designed it because this book seems to be lacking in that area. But it is from the Better Homes and Garden 4 Seasons Cross Stitch, where you've seen almost all of my starts from this month in January. Next month, though, that's a whole nother ballgame. I've already spun the wheels and I've already done all the things to let you know what I'm doing next month, which is pretty exciting, but it's going to be a surprise because it's even a surprise for me. Kind of. So this is what it's going to look like right here. This one, it says, a friend is a present you give yourself. That's the one right there. So, yeah. Sorry. I don't feel as if this is going to be a good balancing act by the end of the situation here. Because there's a lot in my basket this week. Yippee! I did stitch a lot. Or the rotation just made it so that I was able to start like 2 new things, I think. Maybe 1. But I also have my whip wheel project in here, which I didn't have last week because I didn't have time or I didn't want to work on it or something. I forced myself to work on this one this week partially because it was Friday, partially because my plans for the weekend completely got disrupted. Partially my fault, partially, anyway, no worries. I'm gonna reorganize my life a little bit because this isn't gonna work out well. I'm gonna put the books, because everything, which is something that I'm not loving, everything is in books that I wanted to pull from, right? And so nothing is balancing right, and everything's kapakahi, as Michelle would say. Anyway, no worries. So that is that. So that's 2 things, right? 2 things. The next is, in the bin at least, the next thing in the bin is my Heather's Handcrafted. Is that what it is? I'll get this one day. Heather's Handcrafting. My Heather's Handcrafting bag, which comes, it's a vinyl front, zip cover. This is the back of it. I'm going to show this every single week, guys. Every week. I love it. I got it for Christmas from my sister. Inside it came with a... Oh, I don't have the needle minder here. It's on my bedside table. Anyway, it came with a little thread and needle case. Oh, that things are falling out of because I have too many threads in there now. Because that's how many colors my head has. Anyway, so it's just, you know, your standard same old. I'll get that after. Remind me. Not that you know, but remind me to get that. It's on the ground in front of me, and chances are there's going to be a little kitten coming and taking away my blobbin. My blobbin. I also in this bag have a needle case from DMC, which is very helpful. And here's my ginormous piece of fabric, folded 16,000 times. I will try to get to the space where everything, alright, because I've learned to make my work be folded on the inside and not have my stitches exposed. I don't know if it matters to anybody else, but it's just the way the world works. Alright, so I didn't get as much done on this as I wanted to this week. I didn't fill in the row of 10 like I was thinking I was going to on Haid Day. I wasn't really feeling the Haid on Haid Day. So on the actual Haid Day, I only filled in the rest of the line. On my last Haid Day, I was going to start the next row of 10 to try and get to the next, row of 20 completed, but that didn't happen. It's pretty nonchalant right now. It's pretty boring. There's only the primary colors. There's only 2 still. And then it got introduced, this color, whatever this color is, got introduced. The other question I have for everybody is how does, these are the same colors. This edge and this edge right now. I'm not going to carry the whole thing through the back, am I? Is that how that works? Is that how that's supposed to work? Because even though I don't know how this parking situation is working, my back looks really cool. Is that how everybody else's back looks like? It's like a whole lot of, or do you start another thread for if you have to skip something? Or is it just however oh no, don't fall on the ground. However I feel like it's going to work. Tips, options, helpfulness is greatly appreciated. I still am just flying by the seat of my pants for this situation over here. I mean, it's working for me pulling it through the back, but eventually these lengths are going to be really long. That's why I decided for that specific color at the top and the bottom to start a new thread, because it was just going to end up you can't see that. It was just going to end up going down and across. It's not going to be interfering in the world at all. Meaning the middle part of the world. Can I talk today? Not at all. It's been a day. All right. What are we doing? I don't want to... What? Hello? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Oh, it's already detached. Okay, just plug it there. We'll put that in there. Because after I show everything, after everything is done, I'm going to show you the items that I cannot live without now. That I've become, I don't know, an old person stitcher. I'm only 37, but life goes on. I didn't say it like that. I'm not an old person stitcher, but you know how you use tools to help you make life easier? Yeah, I'm all over it now. Alright, so my piece de resistance that I dread working on, because it's not, I love it. It's going to be so pretty in the end. I don't know if it's just the wrong type of fabric, because it's not Aida, or if it's the fact that it's over 2, or if it's so big, or I think it's just the fact that it's not on Aida is why I don't love this as much as I should. I love stitching it. When I'm stitching it, it's just, I screwed up the counting somewhere, and I don't want to go back and fix it. And anyway, so this is, I love it. Mirabilia from, it's from Mirabilia. It is Savannah's Curtsy. I did do a lot of stitching on this. Where's my little box? I think like it was one of my higher stitch counts for that day. I was working on it on Friday. Here it is. So the last time you guys all saw this, okay, so I definitely worked on this little stripe, this stripe right here, the last time I worked on it to fill in, because my goal, if I was able to do it, was I wanted to complete this bottom part, like to just make these lines connect, but fill in everything that was not the white dress. Not the white dress. I think I'm just so not wanting to stitch that white on white at all. It's B5200, so it's not as if it's that like blanc white, but still don't want to do it. Still, my mother will get this when she gets it. Maybe I'm gonna, you know, anyway, maybe I'll display it for her on behalf of her when, you know, because that's how long it's gonna take me to finish it. That she's not actually ever gonna get it. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, it's going to be beautiful in the end. So that's Savannah's Curtsy by Mirabilia. We're almost done the bag. I wanted to talk so much more about all the stuff. Anyway, I do, yes, like I said, I do have the stitch count for this week, which was still impressive. It's not like it's low. It's just not what I wanted for the goal to be. But I hadn't, like I said, I hadn't stitched yet today, so that'll be, hopefully, I'll be able to get the 100 and something stitches I need in order to be able to hit the 1,000 mark. Because I need to catch up to my counterpart, so Tess, she's now at like 7,000 something stitches in the month of January, and she thinks that's low. I don't know how I'm going to catch up. See these? This is ridiculous, these black. Ugh. I did not sleep well last night. Alright. Between the cat, Charlotte, who kept jumping up where she wasn't supposed to, and, regardless, James and I have good sleeping schedules, but, whatever. Okay, so, this was my closest finish this week. It's still a whip. It's still not counted yet. I still have to work on it tomorrow for January, but, like the rest of January. So, first one to smile. By dimensions. So close. I got so close on it over the weekend because I gave all of my current whips about 3 hours of focus. So I got the frog almost done. He's done. He's not outlined yet, and I'm still missing because I ran out of a color. There's some stitches up here that need to be the darker green, but yay, he's almost done. Like, the frog is almost done. I still have to write everything over here, and I still need to outline them, but yippee! That's my almost finished for this week. Is there an acronym for that? Some of these pieces are going to be Knit Stitches FFO, because they've been going on far, far, far too long. The last piece I have in the white box is, okay, so that was whip go number 6 block. Penguins at play. So the last piece was another new whip. Yeah, a new start, sorry. Started January 21st. So I think it was like the day after I filmed. So was that Tuesday? Anyway. It's an ornament size. So it should go fairly quickly when I get focused. I'll show you what it's going to look like in a second. The page. Pattern on page. Pick on page 18. Okay, so it came from this one. The Christmas Ornaments 2017 just cross stitch Christmas Ornament Edition. You know, back when I kept buying things for myself. Alright, what did I just said 18? Oh boy. Alright. So, I think that, is that number 3? yeah, so the exact one that I'm going to be stitching, because I'm only doing one side of this little hanging thing, is, for this round at least, is this guy. So he's walking down the street. I don't know if I'm going to do all the, I don't know if you can see. There's little snowflakes up here and up down there. I don't know if I'm going to do those. I'm definitely going to stitch the penguin, of course, but that's what he looks like in the end. I had a little bit of thought trouble, so I don't know why that didn't end up in a... I have a piece of thing. So I've stopped doing this, by the way. I've stopped putting my needle in the fabric because I don't know why. Anyway, here's where I am. Is it not gonna focus today? My front camera was very fuzzy. I don't know, I guess it was dirty. So I turned it on originally and I was like, that's like fuzz. Like I look much better now. So here we go. It's still not, so the last time I showed it on Instagram, it's still the same, but I just corrected the color up here. For some reason I did it in the gray, silvery gray, instead of the yellowy color, but I was thinking that it wasn't going to look right when it was done, right? Because it wasn't supposed to be the silvery gray, it was supposed to be the yellowy color. Anyway, just DMC. This is 4/1. I decided to, because it was an ornament, I decided it was going to look puffy. The fabric, some kind of light blue DMC, light blue Ada that I was gifted in a package, like a care package, like I was saying last week. I a couple, maybe about 2 years ago, I reached out to the community and I said, hey, I have no money, but I still want to stitch and I have no fabric. So a very nice stitcher from the States mailed me up a care package of a whole lot of different magazines and a whole lot of different pieces of fabric, mostly Ada. All Ada. Because I think that's what I said. Please send me Ada. Anyway, so that is it for whips for this week. Before I get to my Whip Go February numbers, yeah, that makes sense, numbers, pieces, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I can't live without while stitching. I don't have... Okay, before I get to that, look at me with no list. Alright, before I get to that, I have my boogie board, my erasable, just press a button boogie board. So I calculated everything, all of my stitches from Instagram that I've been tracking over the week. I got to 857. Where did that 53 come from? Yeah, sorry, 857 stitches. So it wasn't the 1,000 that I wanted to, but I haven't stitched yet today, like I said. So if I get 100 and, it says 125 here. I don't know if that's right. Regardless, I had 143 and then I added the Lizzie Kate piece that I did the 12/18 stitches on. So I think that's where the 125 comes from. But if I'm able to, which I probably am, able to put 125 stitches in wherever it went, the ornament stocking tonight, then I'll make 1,000 stitches over the week. Next video, I'm going to let you all know how many stitches I stitched in January completely, because then my next video is only the 3rd, I guess. The 1st is on Saturday, so 1st, 2nd, yeah, the 3rd. So, here we go. I'm going to take another drink. It'll give me a chance to say welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I know I had a comment from an, as far as I know, new viewer. But I'm presuming she's just catching up watching all my videos. commented on my video from my January 2020 video number 3. So was that last week? 2 weeks ago? Anyway, she had done a, you know the beacon at Rocky Point from Dimensions? It's a petite gold Dimensions kit. She had done a larger version of a lighthouse that was crewel or wool or embroidered, like not cross-stitched. It was creweled. I don't know, my lingo. Anyway, so she just commented on how great, you know, I was progressing on that, and I'm like, I am at a standstill. It's progressing, yes, but right now I'm at a, I don't want to stitch on it standstill, but we're getting there, I know it's going to be done. Alright, so things that I can no longer live without. Well, my sunglasses for one, but my reading glasses that James swiped from me last night to be able to play a video game. My reading glasses, so that when I need to see that Savannah piece, the Mirabilia piece, I can actually see what I'm doing. I find it also is very helpful for when I'm working on my 18 count Hade piece. Sorry, for those of you who don't know, that was the in the bag. That triangle was Sad Fairy. Her name is Elena, starting with an A, A-L-E-N-A. Larazreva. Anyway, you can still buy it. You can. It's still up on Hade's site. Heaven and Earth. Alright, so that's one thing. This is the next thing. I don't have one of the things, but everybody has one in there. Well, not everybody, I should say, but here we go. This is my Ort jar, my Ort basket. These Orts are from, I haven't thrown out Orts ever, so we still got a little bit of space before I have to think about doing something with them. There are still some bobbins in there of, I don't know what, so I'll have to take those out. Excuse me. And then, the next thing that I cannot live without, it's not plugged in, I'm not turning it on, don't worry, is my Ott light that I got from Costco. It's got a neck on it, it's got a really big light source. It's in 3 different variations of said light, and then there's it glows on the bottom. My last Ott light, I guess I move it around a lot, so I guess the connection from the plug to the base got a little bit finagled for some reason, but so we saw those on sale at Costco just before Christmas, and James said, here's an early Christmas present. Maybe it was November-ish. Anyway, I'm absolutely in love with it. I seem to not be able to stitch without it now. I don't know, whatever, no worries. Okay, are we ready to talk new Whip Go pieces? I think I might have a finish for Whip Go number 6. No, number 2. Oh no. Yeah, number 6 for January, but I'll tell you how that goes next week, I guess, in my next video from when I stitch on it tomorrow. Oh yeah, I still have to do a life update for those of you who need to know, or would like to know. This is a long video, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're already at like 28 minutes. So, piece number 3. So the numbers for Whip Go February are 3 and 23. So number 3 is the, I'm glad because I don't have a lot of this one done yet. It's the Dimensions Mini Banner Winter by Debbie Mum. So it's going to be super cute when it's done. Hopefully I'll be able to get that finished in February. I'll show you what it looks like right now. I am going to post on my Whip Go album, because I made an album at the beginning of January to have the progress of what I've done for January. Anyway, whatever. It goes this way. So the only hard part about this is that it's going to be working on black Ada, but whatever. I mean, at least it's 14 count, right? So that's where I am with that one. I'm not going to work on that again until we get there. Oh, and I need to tell you how the February, what do I call it? Rotation. That's the word. February rotation is going to go afterwards as well. So, a lot still to talk about. Stay tuned. Okay, so that's number 3 on the board. The second one that was spun for is from, oh, you guys haven't seen this since December, this book, kinda. A Cross Stitcher's Countdown to Christmas. It is called Snow Much Fun. It's already started. I just need to find out where it is. I knew it's close. Did I pass it? I don't think so, not yet. Maybe. Oh, I passed it. Did I put the page number? Of course I didn't. Is it on the back? This would just be helpful, right? I guess I could go to the index, but that's also, I find, cheating. It's just easier to do it this way. Did I write it on the back? Page 79. Alright. So I'll show you the little index cards that I've been creating lately. Okay, so 79, 79, 79. I told you it was kind of close to the back. Alright, so I'm creating this one, this little guy right here. This snowman dude. So if you made the whole banner, which it would be great, but I didn't. I'm not. I'm just making this guy. So he is almost done to begin with. He needs like maybe another 2 or 3 days of sitting down and finishing him, but he is so close. Oops, don't lose that. Alright, so he is also on the blue Ada. He's got his hat done, his scarf done, his little jacket done. He just needs his body, essentially, now. So that's just a whole lot of white stitching over the next couple of, my whip go days. So in every Ziploc bag, I now have a needle on a piece of Ada that is not connected to my piece. I don't know why I started doing that, but it's helping. And then I have a little cue card thing that says this, and it says, oh, and I did put when I started it. Okay, so this, not called for, because like I said last time, a few weeks ago, nothing is called for. Almost nothing is called for. And then if I run out of space on the front, of course I go to the back and it says, the source, where I got it from, the page, the designer is Ursula Michael, and then I started it December 9th, 2019. So, just for future tracking method records, it seems to be helping. Some pieces that I started a long time ago, of course I don't have that for, but I started this January for sure, and then when I started tracking when I started every day, not starting things every day, because, hello, I only just really worked on Thomas the Hippo, to be quite honest. Which I was so hoping for a spin for Thomas, but he didn't show up. He was number 2, not number 3. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. That book. I need that book that's over there. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Pause. Okay, I'm back. I got the book. I picked up the floss that needs to go back into my head. So I'll put that there for now. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry for the close-up. I moved the camera, it was the whole thing. Okay, so in my notebook that I'm trying to, I have a question for you after. Again, don't make me forget. Somewhere in here, I wrote down all my options. Okay. Okay. So I have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new starts for the month of February. We have 5 new start days. So just to keep it interesting and who knows what, I'm going to be spinning on the new start day what actually is going to be a new start. Um, those are going to be a surprise for you because, they're going to be a surprise for me. So I don't know what I'm going to draw. I'm not going to show you the pictures, nothing. So not until I started. I will tell you, though, there's some fall, there's some Christmas, uh, there's some ornaments, and then there's some Bics. Like there's some samplers, there's some ornaments, there's things about fall, there's a house. Anyway, and then the other thing is for my whip wheel days, I also, so somehow I ended up with 6 of those days. Whatever. So I drew 7, I spun for 7 whips, but not the whips that were, where did that go? No, there it is. Not the whips that are on my whip wheel, right? Because, yes, I just hit myself in the head. Try that all again. The whips, yes, they're all whips, but they're not on my whip go board. There you go. Because I didn't want to have something during the month because I didn't know. I drew all these, I spun all these yesterday. So, and the whip go board got spun today from Jessie Marie. So, I spun for 7 that were not on the whip go board. Because I have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more things that are not on the whip go board. Whip go board. How many times can you say that? 16 times fast. All right. All right, people. Maybe it's because I'm not wearing my sunglasses. Who knows? So, yeah, I've drawn 7 things. I've spun for 7 things. Some of them I forgot I had, so that's good. Not forgot I had, just had it in a different space. Some were new starts from January. Some have been going on for a while. Some have been going on for not a long time. So yeah, it's a good mix of things. I'm not going to tell you what they are because also they're going to be a surprise. Because on the day of, I'm going to spin for them instead of already pre-know what is going to happen. Because even though I forgot by the end of the month, it was still like, oh yeah, that's in the back of my head. I know exactly what day is happening on when. So just to make it a little bit more, who knows what's going to happen. So I'm going to let you go there. The next little segment, if you call it a segment, is going to be about what has happened over the last week. I talked a little bit about it in my Stitch With Me on Saturday, but even more has happened, well, good news, I guess, has happened since Saturday. So, sparkle and shine, and see you later if you're going to tune out and not know about, personal stuff, which is fine. I will see you Saturday for a Stitch With Me. Hopefully this week, by that time, I will try to figure out intros and outros and music, and because I kind of want to, because, even though this is great, I just want to be one of the cool kids and know how to do that, because I don't think it's that hard. Like, it's got to, anyway. Sparkle and shine, everybody. See you. Alright. So as I was saying on Saturday, James was diagnosed with shingles. So life around here has been fun. It went to a whole dead stop. Nothing happened on the weekend. We only went out today to go to a respiratory appointment at the hospital to check to see if his lungs are still okay, as much as possible, to be able to get air and breathe out the air that he's breathing in. Everything's fine. We're good on that front. Huzzah! The lung doctor, he has a name. The respirologist, I don't know what his name is. The doctor, anyway, said his breathing was okay. So that's good. We are going for a consultation, results, whatever, on Thursday for the ultrasound that he had on his heart in December. So we're getting the results back from that on Thursday. And tomorrow, I know I'm going all back and forth. Tomorrow we are going to a follow-up appointment with his family doctor about the shingles, just to see if he's still on the right track, if he needs anything else prescribed, just so that, you know, life is good. I have not, as far as right now, have not contracted anything. My mom did send me a list of immunizations I had when I was younger. Although she sent me the picture that I already knew about, there were no specific dates when I had seen it, and so I asked her to see if there was one that had specific dates on it. You know, she got this at 3 months, she got this at 6 months, yada yada yada, like the specific date. Anyway, I know that wasn't a big life update, but that's what it is. Anything else? Anything else going on? Yeah, so I didn't go skating yesterday because we didn't leave the house until today. The next time I plan on leaving the house maybe is tomorrow to go buy milk, because I just, in my ice cap situation, I just opened the last bag of milk, and now we're on a thing where there's milk in the house regardless of whatever, because we need it. Because he needs it more than I do, but I do too because, you know, female, growing older, osteoporosis, don't want that. So, I know there's a heck of a lot of sugar in here right now, but at least I'm getting my calcium, right? Right? Anyway, I think that's it. I kind of really want to stitch now, and I've been talking to you for 41, almost 42 minutes. If there's anything else, just ask me and I'll let you know, either in a message via YouTube, or anything. If there's any questions about any of my stitching, any of my what's going on, what's my stitching rotation like, I've mentioned it before, but the first, it's no longer the first day, it's the rotation. So the first day of the rotation, let's say, is a new start. The second and third day are whip go days. The fourth day is the whip wheel day. The fifth day is the Haid day. The Haid is the specific only one, although I have a few going right now. So I want to see how far I can get on that before I run out of steam on her, because it's going to be a girl in the end, because she's called Sad Fairy. I posted a picture of her the other day, but I might insert it again somewhere in this video again. So I know I'm going to leave you with, some have words, some don't have words. It's all video of what yesterday's snowstorm looked like. Thank goodness, thank goodness. The whole weekend was all snowy here. But yeah, so I will talk to you on Saturday. I'll see you on, well, you'll see my work on Saturday. You'll hear my voice on Saturday, and for a stitch with me, and I think that's it. So I will say adios and have a good stitchy day. Sparkle and shine, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Hashtag not done. Not done talking yet. Okay, so what do you do, if you do? I know some of you do. What do you use to track your stitches per day? I have a thing counter, so that's how I'm tracking individual days. But then if I work on it the next day, then I delete that amount of stitches so that I have the whatever, so that I know how many stitches to post online. It's not really working, me posting the amount online, because I don't know why. It's just not working for me. So do you have a book that you fill in per stitches per day, like a little calendar? What do you do? What do you do? Anyway, that's my question of the day that I forgot to ask you, because I don't have a little list going. So so that was an extra minute. Sorry about that. I will talk to I will talk to. Come on now. I will talk to everybody later. I will see everybody online every day because I do every day, and I try and comment on things that I actually like and not just swipe and double click the heart and on Instagram. I'm trying to be an active person online now, and if I actually like it, then I'm going to say, hey, that's awesome, or whatever. So, maybe that's another way that I can up my viewing, because at this point I feel like I talked to like 5 of you and then that's it, but we'll see how that goes. Whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. It's all for me. All right. Adios. Hey guys, it's Sunday, January 26th. I am just at my friend's house making sure her cat's okay, and it's beautiful out. It's so snowy, and I'm gonna walk back to my place now. I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, me again. I live in a small town in Ontario when you have signs pointing to the arena in town. Okay, gotta go. Hey guys, it's me again. I am just showing you, sorry about the cars, I'm just showing you the water that I walk by or drive by every day. It's the Mississippi River in Carleton Place. Just gonna swing you around, sorry. And then that's the other side. There's locks over there, so if some kind of falls, so it's still crazy snowing here. It's still the same day, still Sunday. Sorry about that. I will talk to you guys later.